world. Welcome to our Webgains Accelerate session, SMEs taking it to the next level from and with a German perspective. To discuss this topic, we have invited some German experts. A very warm welcome to our panel participants. Thank you very much for being here and getting involved. Let me briefly introduce our panelists. Yvonne is the head of HR and Sales and Account Management, DACH with Advanced Store. So it's a publisher, Advanced Store, also works as a cashback publisher in several countries. Greetings to Berlin.
Yeah, also.
Navid is the co-founder of an international team working out of Mallorca with his agency called Next Level. And yes, it is a coincidence that our session is very similar named. Hope you enjoy the brilliant weather on the island, Navid.
Sure, like always.
Johannes works for the agency Projector, which is very well known here over in the DACH market. He's working since over 8 years for and on several clients. Projector is an online marketing agency based in Leipzig with a strong focus on performance marketing, SEO and web analytics, consulting, as well as content and creation. Greetings to Leipzig, Johannes.
Hi there.
And Sebastian, he is working for a shop called Regenbogenkreis since several years now. Regenbogenkreis is nothing less than a platform for sustainable and health-preserving products and exists since about 10 years already. Greetings to the very north of Germany, to Lübeck.
Very good morning to you.
Great to have you all around to share your experiences with us and our viewers. My name is Richard. I'm Managing Director for Webgains in the DACH region. So let's dig into today's topic. SMEs. What is it anyway? How do you define SMEs, possibly in different countries and markets? Small and medium-sized enterprises are defined in an EU recommendation. According to this, a company counts as an SME if it has no more than 249 employees and an annual turnover of no more than 50 million euro, or a balance sheet total of no more than around about 43 million euro. At least in Germany, SMEs are considered as the backbone of the economy. Well, not quite, even though around 99.6% of all companies subject to VAT are SMEs, but they only generate around 36% of all turnover in Germany. They are, however, characterized by very specific and very attractive features, but above all, flexibility and independence, which benefit an expansion of the online marketing mix to include affiliate marketing. But that's all we want to know about now from our participants. I now turn to my guests and ask Sebastian. Sebastian, sustainability has become an absolute megatrend. What motivated you as an SME to go down this path, and to what extent can you encourage other SMEs to take a courageous step and enter performance marketing and, of course, especially affiliate marketing?
Well, thank you for the invitation again. I think we entered the affiliate marketing about 4 years ago, and it was basically just a recommendation from an agency we were working with. And since we started from scratch, we didn't really know what to expect. But the thing is that affiliate marketing is very helpful for us and has become a major propelling factor, especially in the last 2 years. And by now it generates basically almost half of our revenue is coming from affiliate marketing. And so since we put the focus on it and have this ability to act very flexibly in this field, this is what made us pursue this, because we having about 20 employees, we grew very rapidly in the last 2 years. And so since we noticed that there's so much potential in affiliate marketing, it was just try the error at first, but then we realized that if we put some effort in it, it can really grow and make up a major point for us.
Cool. That sounds really interesting. And I mean, you said you did a lot of testing and so on. Let's come to a later point, but that means you are flexible and you are able to test, right?
Absolutely. I think this is also our strength as a smaller company, because when we see a trend going on, when we see a recommendation coming from a publisher or from Webgains, from you guys, we basically just browse for the possibility of this being a success, and it's very easy to react on it, because the input is as much as we like, starting at very low levels, such as like 200 euros. You can't really do anything wrong with that. And the worst that happens is that you get what you invested, and the best that is that you really grow. And so, yeah, the trial and error is something that I really think is amazing, because you can't really lose and you can only win. And this is why the testing for us is so good, because it's just running over one person. Because I speak to the person in charge of marketing and present to him the ideas that we have, that what could be possible when we put more focus on newsletters or retargeting or display marketing. And the communication is very short and the impact is very big. This is why I think testing is really nice.
Cool. Thank you, Sebastian. Navid, coming over to you. Navid, you manage a lot of advertisers in the agency, and is the support the same for all size of categories? The range is also very broad with you in your agency. On the one hand, there are some out of the luxury segment, and on the other hand, out of the fair trade area. Is the same range of measures applied there, or do you go even deeper into individual analysis and support?
No, we are changing. I mean, on the side of the verticals, it's a quite different behavior. I mean, also on the side of, if it's in the top funnels or the middle funnels, and on the other side also what kind of affiliates we are looking for. So I think the first important thing for us is talk with the client to understand the product and also the goals. And the next point is then, you know, due to the fact that we have, I think right now over 120 programs to see which affiliates is fitting. To go, I mean, in the side of the networks to find the right fits. And I mean, the next topic is to go directly to research for the specific client affiliates that are outside of the networks and onboard them, let's say on Webgains. I mean, and I think that's the same example if you think about luxury comparing to my fair trade, because I mean, my fair trade, the price points are lower, so also the points how to incent the user, it's different. And I think, you know, sustainability is quite important. A lot of blogs are growing, so you can, you know, talk with those people. On the side of luxury, due to the fact that we are right now talking about a multi-brand shop, it's mainly, you know, you have the big brands, so the people mainly have to decide what kind of product they want to buy, and then they're looking for the right shop. They got the shoes or the items.
That means for me, it's individual, right?
Yes,
so each
correct.
client, and doesn't matter so much in which category they are. It depends on which client it is and which goals and targets they have. And you are preparing.
Agree. I mean, the most important thing is I think affiliate marketing fits for all verticals. I mean, due to the fact that you can use it, I mean, on everything, because you only outsource, you know, the online marketing. So that's the great thing. And that's also a big opportunity for middle-sized companies.
Would you say it depends on the size of a company, how to proceed on them and how to develop them?
I would say it's mainly about, you know, the traffic size of the company. Okay. It's not if you have, you know, we have clients that have 5 employees and make quite big numbers. But I think the most important thing is also understand you need to have a bottom line of traffic. You need to have a bottom line of clients. Then you can use affiliate marketing. But if you have zero, it's quite complicated because yeah.
Imagine a client reaches out to you and says he has, let me say, 5K unique users a month or 10K, but you believe in his or her product. What would you say?
I mean, I would be honest. I mean, in the end of the day, I mean, it's a channel that can work, but I mean, you need to be fully transparent. So I don't think that you will recoup us in the beginning. And I mean, what we normally do is explain them, okay, listen, this is the channels that you can, first of all, to expand your business. If you grow, then come back to us. Or let's say if you totally believe on it. So all of our account managers have mainly a pro bono case, so they can take the client. Also, if we are not doing any money, because I mean, sometimes it's like, oh, okay, but in 2 months they have an investor or they're on TV. I mean, we had it right now with Hülle der Löwen, for example. So I mean, after 3 months, it was, you know, we had the base, you know, to promote it on a proper way. So that it depends. I mean, that's also the good thing on our side due to the fact of, you know, the quantity of programs. So we can also, you know, take those clients.
So again, it's also on your side a point of flexibility.
Totally agree. That's the reason why we work with, you know, small size companies.
Yeah, that's really cool. Thank you, Navid. Coming over to Johannes. Johannes, by speaking very general, what has accelerated the growth of your clients?
Well, if you think about the last years, there was something that happened in the European Union. It was when Google was forced to open up its comparison shopping service to other clients, and that you can now use Google Shopping without having a Google Ads account or Google Merchant Center. And this is something we have seen in the past that really accelerated the growth of our clients and even of the small ones, because they are now able to get the traffic out of Google Shopping and combining it with the absolute USP of affiliate marketing. It's what we call the low risk, because as an advertiser and such as a small, medium-sized company, you only pay if a sale is done or a revenue is generated, and then you pay a commission to the publisher, and this will lead to a win-win situation, which means you as an advertiser or small, medium-sized company, you will get revenue combined with a very low risk, and the publisher who's using the comparing shopping service will have a new revenue stream. And this is what we've seen will generate additional revenue. Of course, you have advertisers saying, okay, I have my own Google Shopping account, which is live. And what we've seen, we've analyzed it with our clients, that we indeed generated additional revenue and additional reach, which means, okay, you can use both sides to combine traffic. And speaking of additional revenue, what we've seen in the last year due to the pandemic is that the huge publishing or new media sites like The Guardian or Spiegel and Focus, they had to adopt to the pandemic, where you can see that the huge brands, they cut off budget, they paused campaigns, and now they were looking for additional revenue streams. And then affiliate marketing was getting bigger and bigger with them. And let's use an example. Mother's Day is in May in the UK. I think it was in March. And what we've seen is that these publishing sites, they opened up their content model, and they combined the content with the commerce thing. That's what we call content commerce, because then you have articles telling where you can buy the perfect gift for your mother, may it be on Smart Photo or Spreadshirt, with the personalized thing. And there's a link to the advertiser, and if a user clicks on the link and gets to the page and he buys something, the publishing sites will get revenue. And this is something we have seen in the past accelerating really the growth, because the publishing sites are in need of new revenue streams, and they can combine it with a cooperation with advertiser. And guys, to be honest, affiliate marketing is just a way to do cooperations very efficient. And this is something we've seen in the past accelerating the growth.
Cool. Thank you, Johannes. And going directly back or forth to Sebastian, to the advertiser side, you spoke about testing, right? Mm-hmm. So what are the two highlights of testing you have done with affiliate marketing, and how do you measure the success of a campaign?
Well, basically, we go on a monthly basis, the testing, and also the major promotions that we run. We always go for rather short-term things. I'm talking about days or, well, the maximum month. And so this is why I think it's so easy to evaluate it, because we're just setting a goal of perhaps doubling our initial investment, and we control it via, well, the actual sales. And the two highlights I would mention is also something that's not measurable, but if you actually if you browse your publishers, you figure out there's a few that always make revenue. There's a few that really grow, and if you focus on these, well, I think in our case, like 10 publishers that make up the biggest share, and if you actually contact them and get more active and involved with the publishers and start developing this sort of relationship to the publishers, I think this really is something that makes you grow as well, because you get to know the publisher, and the publisher knows more about your company, because as such, anyone can promote our products and it can be successful, but you can even increase it if you interact with your publishers. If you figure out that, wow, he's really making some gains and perhaps he has some suggestions. And so this is also what I think is great, because we as a smaller company can act on propositions, on suggestions that some publishers might have. So each publisher has, again, their own methods of pushing the products, and they might know better than we do what works best. And I think this is really a key highlight, because as a company, we're just mostly acting on what other people suggest us. And since we're so flexible with the testing and trusting the publishers, I think is also key, because you're giving them your products and the ideas of what is possible, and just try out what they suggest. And most of the times it's working. I would say in 80 or 90% of the time, when someone's suggesting this might work, this sort of campaign would give a boost. At least for us, it's most of the time it's a success.
Thank you, Sebastian. Absolutely cool, and it shows again the flexibility and the testing possibilities.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Going a step further to the publisher side, onto our lady now around, Yvonne. Which SME businesses, a lot of them, will benefit most of affiliate marketing? What do you think in the next 2 years, also from a more international perspective?
Okay, as we are an affiliate in display advertising and retargeting, of course, we can make businesses for all the industries. So we see a growth in all industries, also next to e-commerce. I think it's more important that you have good conversion rates and payouts. And I do understand what Navid said, that you have to have a certain base of traffic. But of course, we are happy that we can also build reaches for small businesses, because we can not only do retargeting for the users that have been in the shop already, but we can also grow his reach base. So we see a potential for all industries.
Okay, so it doesn't matter which one it is.
I would say it doesn't matter which, yeah. I think you can also combine app installs through affiliate marketing today. So yeah, it's moving in all directions.
Good, thank you. Johannes, when talking about shifts, movements in the affiliate market, yeah, do you expect in the future 2 to 3 years, especially for SMEs, any shifts? You feel them, you see them?
Well, what we've seen in the past is that there was a budget shift, because many companies, they were taking a closer look at how they're investing the budget during the pandemic. And what we've seen, that there was a shift to affiliate marketing due to the low risk, only pay when you make a revenue or generating a sale. And I'm pretty sure that this will take place in the next 2 to 3 years. What will be another shift also regarding SMEs is, I'm pretty sure that they want to be more diverse regarding the way they generate the traffic, because you have Google, Apple, Facebook, and Amazon on the one hand side, and they are big players, and they, tell you how to do everything. And as Sebastian mentioned, if you as a partner or a publisher who's working directly with you, who is giving you insights and everything, I'm pretty sure that especially SMEs, they tend to invest more into trustful relationships or cooperations. So this will be one factor. And as Sebastian also mentioned, SMEs, they are very innovative. They can adopt really, really fast. And affiliate marketing is also somehow innovative because we have publisher models who show up really, really fast. And as an SME, you are able to say, okay, let's test it, let's give it a try. And when you're a huge company, you have, fixed budget. And for you, it's not easy to say, okay, but the budget has been planned like last year. I can't change everything. Maybe we can do it next year, and then you're too late to jump on the bandwagon. So I think the USP of SMEs regarding the way they can adapt to everything will also lead to a shift in affiliate marketing or in the way affiliate marketing is done.
Cool. Yeah, absolutely. I guess all of you are fine with Johannes' answer, because it seems to be really what we're expecting, and it's a fact for us as well. Absolutely, yeah. Yvonne, so for what we've heard, what do you think, which trends then in the market need to be considered in future success, or for the future success?
Yeah, we think that customer loyalty and customer services will become more and more important. Also, from our perspective, publisher tools for aggregated services will be more and more important. And even if we're talking about that for ages, it's still the customer journey tracking. So just short on point.
Still the customer journey tracking, right? Okay.
Yes, sure.
Okay, it's okay. Okay, no, that's cool that you say that. That's interesting. Yeah, and going back, or no, going forward, not to the development and not to the tech, but now to the user Navid. Finally, coming to the user. Yeah, what do you think? How will the several consumers change in the next future? What do you expect the customer of the future to want from your brands and your clients?
I think, on the one hand side, and they want to be a part of the brand. That's what we see also in startups. So, if you can tell them a story, what we see also, how is the product produced? Who is behind the product? I think that's quite important on the one hand side. On the other side is, the majority of people are thinking about new clients. I think one of the most important things is also to hold your clients, and is it with the CRM, is it with email marketing, or also with the possibility of retargeting on different channels. I think we need to understand there's different funnels that we need to create for different type of clients. And I think what we see, bottom line is, the end users wants to identify with the people and wants to see them, because also they're not touching the product anymore, because it's everything it's digital. So I think the social media channels are important, what they do, and this is also what we see on the side of my on fair trade, the grow, because I think a lot of clients, also due to the fact of COVID-19, are willing to buy the regular stuff, on the supermarket and now online. And that's a super challenge. It's not about the big average baskets anymore. It's about to get everything.
Mm-hmm. Got you. So that what you say now, what I've understand is the consumer will change, because we are going to an online, even more and more online world, right?
Totally.
Yeah. And the identification with the brand still exists, okay, that hasn't changed, yeah, but it's even more expressed now, because we are going more and more in the online world. So do you really have to have the identification with the brand now, even more than before, or is it just the same level we are experiencing?
Honestly, what we see right now is, we see a higher potential, because I can remember back in the days it was like something like, okay, you can go to Rossmann, buy the stuff, and it's quite complicated to touch an end user there. But on a website, the people are staying there for 5 to 8 minutes. So you can tell them a story. You have the email address. You can also, provide more information. So I think the behavior. That's what we see also on feedback of our clients when they use, Hotjar or some other tools for surveys. Is the clients are seriously interested on the side of the products, and that's something that, for me, honestly, that's changed a lot. Because back in the days, you was buying your stuff in the supermarket, or you was buying stuff online, and everything was good. But now they're asking more questions, and that's also the great thing on our side, that we can also explain more stories. And I think that's a unique challenge point, because you need to be fast, you need to be in trend, and yeah, we have a budget in 1 year, so that's a good also the advantage of small size, middle size companies.
Cool. Yeah. Thank you, Navid. Thank you, Navid. Unfortunately, we must come to the end of this round already. It has been a pleasure to me to speak to all of you. Thanks for your time and your thoughts on our topic today, how we see the SME market, how we see consumers' behavior will change, and how affiliate marketing is able to support and be an immense building block in every online marketing strategy. What are the key learnings from today? Our bottom line, Navid. Yeah? Have the courage to fail. Test, test, test for SMEs. It's easiest to do because of their high flexibility. And again, for no one else, it is easier to learn and grow. Just do it. Thank you. Thank you, guys, for this round, and wish you the best for the next couple of whatever. Yeah. And stay healthy.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.